Hi everyone, it's Maud here, and this is your intro to my Feel It series, which is the 15 minutes of yoga for 15 days series. It's pretty exciting, and I am pretty excited. I just wanted to take the time to do this intro because, as you guys know, yoga classes or yoga practices typically start with a breathing exercise and end with a shavasana or a resting pose. But since we only have 15 minutes, I invite you guys to hit that pause button, spend a little bit more time breathing at the start if that's what your body needs. When you breathe, just make sure as you inhale that you really feel an expansion in the rib cage, your belly, your chest area, even, and you really sort of take that air in, feeling that expansion right here. And as you exhale, know what it feels like to come back to home base. So as you inhale through the nose, it's expansion. And as you exhale, whether it's the mouth or through the nose, it doesn't matter. Home base is like the key word. Expansion on the inhale, coming back to home base on the exhale. And at the end of every class, if you want to end it with Shavasana, lay on your back, spread your legs, relax your arms to the side, and just make sure that you hit the pause button. Spend as much time as you want in that Shavasana pose. And then when you're done, then you're done. So we have the 15 minutes of the yoga practice, and whatever you want to do at the start and the end is totally up to you. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy your practice. See ya. Hey everyone, welcome to your Feel Focused class. A great class to take for days when you feel a little bit scattered or maybe all over the place and you want to test your focus or remind yourself that you can be focused. Come into a seated position, crossing at the shins, perhaps if that's comfortable, or any other seated position. Sit on top of a blanket if you want. Interlace your fingers together and open the palms in front of you. Sit up nice and tall, really finding space in the spine and in the chest. And on your next inhale, lift the arms up overhead as you also lift your heart. You can even look up. And as you exhale, round out the spine. Send the palms to face the front of you and then tuck your chin towards your chest, really nudging that middle back to touch the wall behind you. Inhale, arching that spine, lifting the arms up. Again, lift the heart up. And then exhale, rounding it out. Already trying to find the focus here as the gaze changes up and down. Inhale. Exhale and round. One more time. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, slowly round. Beautiful. Release the arms. You can shake the arms and the wrist and then come into a quadruped or hands and knees, spreading your fingers, making sure that the knees are underneath hips and then the wrists are really right underneath the shoulders. Let's do some cat-cows here. Articulate the spine. Inhale, arching the spine, lifting your tailbone and then your gaze. And as you exhale, your belly rounds, your tailbone tucks, and then you send your chin towards your chest. Really push the floor away, you guys, and really broaden the mid-back. Just a couple of times in this cat-cow. As we look down and round out, that's called a cat pose. And as we arch the spine and look up, that's called the cow pose. Spreading your fingers wide. Get a really nice and strong base with the hands and the elbows and the shoulders. One more time in this cat-cow. Still finding the focus as we're shifting the gaze. Beautiful. Lift your right leg up behind you, so making sure that that right heel is right behind the right hip and the toes point down, zipping your belly up so you're not dumping in your shoulders, yeah? And whenever you're ready, just lift your left arm up to find this nice spinal balance. Look at a spot on your mat that's going to keep you focused. That's your drishti. And inhale here. As you exhale, bend the left arm in a cactus and also bend your right leg. See that? Right knee right outside the right hip. Inhale, left arm, right leg lengthens. Exhale, both limbs bend. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. And then bend. Beautiful. Slowly come to center, keeping that right leg lifted. You can angle and step that left ankle behind you, behind that left knee, and then slowly open up towards the right side, leaving your left hand down with your right arm up. Again, looking at something in front of you that's going to help keep you focused. If this is plenty for you, feel free to just stay right here. Or if you want, you can bend the right leg, right arm reaches towards the right foot, squeezing that right glute, so open up the right hip. No judgments here. Inhale, find your balance. And as you exhale, let go of that leg, lift the arm up. Now here, you can step, or slowly just get that right foot towards the top right corner of your mat. Plant your right hand down, lift your left knee off of the mat, and make a turn over towards your left foot. Now we're going to get into half moon pose. So you can have a block right here on top of the mat, but half moon pose looks like this. You're going to have your left hand kind of outside that left foot or in front. Right leg is going to float up, opening up the hip towards the right side, lifting your right arm up. Again, those hands, the left hand can be on a block. Find something on the floor that's not going to distract you. Really shut the door behind you, really strong right leg. Inhale. And as you exhale, slowly plant the right hand down on the floor or on blocks, and then square the hips towards the mat. Now bend the left knee, and then you're going to send the right knee right behind the left knee, sort of in a floating curtsy, and then slowly lengthen up into warrior 3 grounded. Exhale, bend both knees. Inhale, right leg back. 2 more times. Again, the focus is about focus, right? That's the theme of the class. 1 more time. Bend both legs. Again, hands can be on the block or something. And then slowly come up. Beautiful. 1 breath right here. Inhale. Exhale. Place your right knee down. Place your left knee down. Any way you can. Please find quadruped. Nice job. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Spread the palms. Whenever you're ready, cat-cow. Just 3 times right here. Arching the spine and looking up. Tailbone comes up as well. Exhale, push the floor away, go the other way. Arching. This is not an intermission, guys. In fact, this helps you find your focus. As you shift your gaze, you're almost telling yourself exactly where you're at, despite things shifting, right? You're kind of just finding your place here. And then come to center. Let's do the spinal balance on the other leg. This time, lift your left leg up. Again, that left heel is right behind the left hip. Squeezing that glute, the toes pointing towards the mat. Do not collapse on that right side. Whenever you're ready, float your right arm up. This is a spinal balance. How to keep you balanced and focused would be to zip your belly muscles in. Inhale here. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. The next time you exhale, the right arm bends and so does the left leg. Cactus, right? Like we did the last time. Inhale, both limbs lengthen. Exhale, bend it through. 1 more time. Inhale, lengthen. No judgments here. Exhale, bend. 1 more time, lengthen. Plant the right hand down. Angle and pivot that right ankle to be right behind the right knee. Open up the body to the left side. Float the left leg up. Float the left arm up. Find sort of this step-by-step discipline. Helps keep you focused. And also, just because you look a little bit different than what I'm doing, it doesn't mean you don't feel accomplished today, okay? Stay right here with that left leg lifted. Or if you can, bend it through. And then the left hand can reach towards your left foot, opening up the chest, opening up the left shoulder, waking up the left glute to open the left hip. Guys, you're doing the best you can, however you look. Deep breath in. And exhale out. Release the left leg. You can plant the left hand down, or you can keep it floated, and then send the left foot towards the upper left corner of your mat. Then plant the left hand down. Turn all the way towards your right foot. We're going to do that half moon pose on the side. Again, I'm going to show this time with the block. Slowly lift up, float that left leg up. You can even put your left hand on top of the left hip first, opening that hip towards the left side. Again, hands on block or hands on the mat. Try to find length on both sides of the waist. And if you're wobbling, congratulations, you're doing the work. You're exactly here, and you're getting what you came for, finding your focus. Left arm reaches up. One more time, inhale. No judgment. Exhale. Left hand down on a block or on your mat. I'm just going to plant both hands on the mat here. Pelvis now really facing the mat. Bend your right leg, the one that's on the ground, and then send your left knee behind it. Inhale, warrior three. Send the left leg back. Exhale, bend both legs. Tap the left knee behind the right. Floating curtsy. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do it 2 more times. Really sending the left leg back as if you want to shut the door behind you. Inhale. Exhale. Nice job. 1 more breath in this warrior three. And then slowly send the left leg back, left knee down, right knee down. Come into quadruped. Come into the center of your mat if you shifted like I did. Tuck the toes behind you and then lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Look at your feet. Place them about hip width apart or even wider if that's comfortable. Hands also shoulder width apart if that's comfortable or even wider. And then just pedal them 1 leg at a time. Find the length in your spine first. That's the priority. Softness in the back of the neck. And as we're trying to reach our hips up and back in that inverted V shape, we also want to open up the rest of the back body. So this pedaling really is a slow kind of exercise to get to that point where we feel a little bit more open in the back. Hamstrings, calves, lower back. 1 more time, bend 1 leg at a time. And then slowly come to center. Feel solid in this downward facing dog. If you need to soften the knees in order to lengthen that spine, absolutely acceptable. Inhale here. Exhale, open mouth, side out. Nice job. Bottom of the exhale, look towards your hands. Step, step, or send your right foot towards the top of the mat. Coming into that warrior three once again, lifting your left leg up. And perhaps, if you want, slowly floating the arms up and coming into Apanasana or stork pose. If you want to feel grounded in your warrior three, you can always just slowly step your foot in until you come to this pose, however you want to do it. Left knee up towards the chest, arms up to the ceiling. Sit your left hip down. Breathe in and out. Exhale. Keep your arms lifted. Cross the left knee over the right into like eagle legs and sit your butt down. Taxing our focus here, also testing our focus here. Next, inhale, Apanasana once again, or stork pose. Left knee towards the chest or even just in front of that hip. And then exhale, slowly plant the left foot back. Plant the hands down, come into downward facing dog. Inhale right here. Exhale. And at the bottom of the exhale, send your left foot towards the top of the mat. And again, if you want to keep your hands down the whole time in this warrior three, that's okay. Otherwise, as you float your right leg up, you can always just float the hands up, all the way up as you send the right knee up towards the chest into your stork pose or Apanasana, lifting the arms up overhead. Sit your right hip down, find length on both sides of the waist. No judgment right here. Keeping the arms long. Find a nice steady breath. And then cross the right knee on top of the left, keeping your arms lifted to just test and tax the focus. Soften the muscles in the face. Send your butt back a little bit more. And then inhale, slowly release, right knee up. And then slowly send the right foot back, plant the hands down. And then come into downward facing dog. Big breath right here. Inhale. And then exhale. Nice job. Slowly come into a plank pose. Lower the knees down. Cross at the ankles. And then walk your hands back towards yourself at the back of the mat. Send your hands to heart center right here. Just the last play on focus. Close the eyes. And then slowly bow towards your hands. Your focus right here is no longer visual. Your focus is on your breath. Your focus is on your awareness and anything that's going on in the body, your energy level. You may have a stress level from work, something personal, but just notice all that and try to see if you can focus on something else that's going to distract you away from all the bad stuff. That is breath. That is life, maybe a sense of humor, and also a sense of gratitude. That's the focus that always works for me. Inhale right here. And as you exhale with a smile, take a deeper bow. Thank you guys so much for sharing your practice. I hope you liked testing your focus or reminding yourself that you can be focused. Till next time, namaste. Goodbye and take care.